So we shall see. That went live. Let me get some more light in here so that I don't look like a horrible freak.
Was Lilith still at the jail watching over that
Yes,
stuff?
that is where you had left her.
Yes.
So,
We can tag her along and use her to open doors and stuff.
right?
Yeah. We got a shield.
All right. Well, welcome to tonight's episode of the Adventurers Academy. Last we left off our adventurers, they had started to uncover a plot. Corruption would be a better term within the village of Sans, a small village on the edge of, not on the edge of Perm, but on a shoreline of Perm, and in which they had started the night in jail, courtesy of the local guards. The mayor then beseeched them to aid in figuring out what was behind the corruption of the guards. From there, the mayor was able to release them from their cells with the help of a loyal guard to the mayor. They proceeded towards the known location of the captain of the guard, tried to sneak their way in, and through some unfortunate luck, ended up having to battle out the guards. They ended up victorious over the captain of the guard, and had actually managed to take a few of the other guards prisoner once they had surrendered. They did manage to find some people, some townspeople that were being held captive in a hidden basement to this house that they proceeded to free. And from there, they found an encoded letter that they were able to eventually decode thanks to the monk of the group, a Mr. Ice. And that led them to a ship in the harbor. Upon starting to investigate the ship, they were besought by the unsavory folk on the ship, and through some pretty ingenious moves, they were able to arrive victorious to the output, or to the outcome. And that's where we left off. Our adventurers are all currently standing around the deck of the ship, having just got done with effectively their second combat of the night. Duly weary, duly hurt. So, adventurers, what are you doing?
Greyhawk bodies.
I mean, the first thing I'm going to do is go over to the one, we'll call it bandit for lack of a better term, that I killed at the, right as I came on the boat. And I want to take my sword and cleave the head off.
Okay. The rest of you are watching as Arrakis approaches this very dead individual and proceeds. Roll a strength check.
19.
He proceeds to, with one swing, cleanly remove this bandit's head from their body.
Impressive.
I'll say another soul for you.
I'll just take note and be like, the ears are easier to take. You know that, right? I mean, bring the trophies. I'm just saying.
I do.
And as
As
Ice
a-
is saying this, all of you start to look towards him and see just how truly beat up he is. He's got cuts and scrapes. He might even have a little bit of fur missing from his ear. Almost looks like somebody took a bite out of it. He's seen better days.
I will go over and say, and put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Thank you. Unfortunately, the ears aren't what I need." I will pump in my last 5 of lay on hands.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
I'm at half. Considering, considering the insanity we just pulled off, yeah.
Yeah, I gave you the other 10 when I mean, that was my fault. I mean, that was my reason you needed it, but yeah, that's all I got.
It's cool. Just keep the green stuff off me. And I just kind of like look at him straight on, like I'm looking through him, like, yeah, that wasn't radiant. That I knew, like the look of. I know what that was, but we're gonna go with it right now.
Make an Arcana check.
$10.
You think you know what it was.
Yeah, well, considering what hit me earlier, and I know that wasn't radiant, and I'm like, just keep the green stuff to yourself. I'm good. Appreciate it.
Should we clear the top deck and then start heading down?
Yeah.
Bodies.
I'm gonna check. Actually, I guess we should let our. You guys should have your leader, quick fingers. It's like calling. I was just like calling him. Check the guy we crumpled on the front. The big guy with the axe. Yeah. Check him and see if he's got anything on him that we can make use of before we go below and cause any other issues.
Avram, do you want to go check the big guy?
I will go check him.
Okay. Avram, make a investigation check.
Will be a 23.
Okay.
Who's trees?
Let me get the right person pulled up.
I got a potion of healing bag in my bag.
No, I just need to go to sleep at some point.
All right.
I think we all do after.
We all do. Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to buy a lottery ticket and have a long rest.
So, Avram, on him,
Sir?
you find a impeccably made great axe, 2 hand axes, and a javelin. And then all the other normal stuff that you would find on somebody. You also find, let me get to it. 220 silver pieces and 70 gold pieces.
You found my
7-0?
religion.
7-0.
7-0, yes.
Every dwarf decided to talk up at the same time, so.
It's a trait. It's right there on my character sheet.
All right. So I've got the inventory. I'll throw the gold into my bag, and then we can divvy that out in a little bit.
Yep.
Anybody in the need of a great axe or hand axes or a javelin?
Not I.
Never use them. Is there anywhere we can maybe sell them?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd suggest is leaving them up here. We can collect them later after we back up top. And yeah, we can take a look at selling them. Worst case scenario, they're part of the evidence needed to evict the lawman. Man.
Do we have anybody who would know if they were magical or not? Or
Mm, Uh, mm, way to check for that? Like Arcana or anything like that?
yeah, or sense it or feel it. I don't know. I don't know much about magic. I'm an earth guy.
Arcana gives you Arcana would give you history or like the knowledge side of magic to actually see if this is magical. You could try an Arcana check, but that's not going to tell you much other than if there's inscriptions or something like that you would see on the axe. To actually detect the magic itself, you would need to cast Detect Magic.
I don't have that.
I don't either.
So, I mean,
You know what? I'll do
Or use Identify.
You know what? I'll do an Arcana check to see if there's anything inscription-wise that would clue us in.
can I
Okay.
aid him? Because I kind of have some of that.
Yeah, I'll give. So go ahead and roll an Arcana check with advantage.
21.
21. Looking at the axe, it takes you a few minutes to just kind of inspect over the axe. You don't see any runes or inscriptions that would indicate any type of major types of enchantments on the axe. Given the quality of the axe, it's still possible it could be magical, but nothing screams magical out of it.
Is there anything else on the top of the deck that we see? Crates or anything?
Make a perception check.
Natural one.
Nope. You have a hard time. You are very distracted by everything that's been going on. You actually have a pretty hard time even seeing the dead bodies that Avram just rolled over.
Really dark out. I don't have any of that. I don't have any dark.
Sorry.
Let's make our way down. I think we're good here. To make our way down and see what we can find.
I'm going to light a torch, just so I can see as we go down.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hope we don't run into any gunpowder.
Oh boy.
But I can't see. There's no
You're
way.
gonna set the wind real quick. They still got a key point, right? Yes.
All right.
they still got-
So is everybody attempting to make their way below decks?
one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach the aft doors on the main deck, there are two doors, one on the left side, one on the right side. Which way are you all trying to go?
Oh, that map back, or is that map still?
Yeah.
Active?
It's still in chat, I think.
Well, it's in the chat.
Okay,
Want to go down the right side?
let's do that. Right sounds right.
Okay. So are you all just opening the door and walking through?
I would suggest check. You know, if any, I'd point out if these guys are anything like what we ran into at the makeshift prison where they're hiding people. You know, I'd start looking for hitting crossbow or something like that.
Good choice.
You know what I can do? What I can do, guys? I can cast silent image to look in front of us, and if anything happens to be down there, they would possibly attack that and giving us a little bit of a buffer room.
Okay. Would it set
Oh.
off traps?
I can lead too. I got dark vision.
I think
Oh,
we're
yeah.
more making sure that nobody ambushes us.
Well, didn't you use your mage hand earlier?
That's not the same thing.
Okay. Oh, you just need to open the door, right?
We just want to open the door. We just don't. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You can use mage hand that many times as I want.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
let's back up and then.
Silent image spell. Is silent image a spell?
Yes.
Okay. I mean.
Silent image is a spell. Mage hand is a cantrip.
Yeah, whatever you
Well,
want.
technically Mage Hand is a spell as well, but
Yeah, I'm sorry. First level spell or second
I
level
can. Yeah, but boom, 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 boom. Mage hand all the time.
spell. All right.
okay.
Walk around with a mage hand. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
How you
Okay.
doing?
Well,
So are you casting Mage Hand?
I will go
then?
ahead and do that.
Okay. And you all watch as Avram says a few things and kind of says a few arcane words and makes a hand motion, and a spectral a spectral hand appears in front of him.
The door.
Okay. So you command your hand, and you see this mystical hand start to float forward. It grabs the door handle. And the door door opens all the way.
Okay.
I hope you don't use that hand when you're lonely.
I need.
There we go. All right. Who's first?
I'll go in.
Okay.
So I'll walk. So we're walking the. It's the one. Is the one with the desk in it? Is that where we're at? The back of the boat?
No, you'd be going. As you walk in, you see a ladder heading to a below deck.
All right. So I'll start heading below the deck.
Okay. As you all see Arrakis as he starts to descend this ladder well, going into the lower deck of this ship.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
Bye.
Arrakis and Flintock, go ahead and make a perception check.
You missed.
Natural 20, 21.
Ooh.
Okay.
I go from 1 to 20, so hopefully it's not like that all night.
I got a 13 with a +5, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yes, I do have a +5. So 18 for me.
Okay. Looking around, you do see a few torches lit, so there is some light coming out of here, and pretty much all you see is really just some crates and hammocks strewn about that that's about it. What you see from your immediate vicinity. So what is everybody else doing?
Falling behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So Avram and then Ice make their way below deck. Yep, not a problem. Now what are you all continuing to explore? What are you all up to now?
Are there crew quarters?
Yeah,
Uh,
would
you see that there's a wall kind of just to the right of the ladder that you came down.
Mhm.
So the starboard from center line starboard is a crew quarters or a wall with a door. Door
Okay.
is currently closed.
Oh, here we go.
I'll check that then.
Okay.
So I'll go up and listen at the door, see if I hear anyone.
Okay. Make a perception check.
11.
Seems quiet.
Do the whole stand to the side, open the door, and pull my hand away.
Okay. As you put your hand on the door and you start to turn the knob, you feel a little resistance at first, but eventually it freely turns and you start to push the door in and the
Nothing.
door's open.
Okay. I'll glance in. Is there anything?
Make a perception check with disadvantage. Wait, do you have dark vision?
Hell yes, I do.
Then make a perception check.
14.
You see several hammocks and several chests.
I'll do the hand motion. Ooh. Stuff to look for. And then I'll turn back because I don't see anybody in there. I'll turn back and just make sure I'm being observant of what's behind, what else is in the space with us.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
While he's doing that, I'll just check for the crates that I saw when we came down.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
10.
Most of the crates contain food.
Treasure.
Flintock. Why don't you check it out?
I am. I'm going to make my way over and fit whatever I can into my pack.
Okay. You're able to add pretty much assorted fruits, apples,
Okay, I'll take them.
things like that.
They'll go good with the jerky I got left.
Okay.
All right.
We'll say out of this one crate that you're in, you're only comfortable adding about another 5 pounds of apples.
Okay.
And that fills your pack.
That's about a dozen or so. More, maybe 2 dozen apples. Okay.
Okay.
I'll take them. And I'm going to start eating one.
Sure.
Yep.
It's a little mushy.
Oh,
You can tell it's not spoiled or anything like that, but it's maybe a couple days past prime for an apple. So yeah, I mean, it's
No
not
problem.
bad. It's just poor quality apples.
Applesauce.
Okay, Avram, what are you doing?
while everybody's searching kind of this floor, is there another like any like other like rooms or like another way down, like to another level?
Make a perception check.
Do that. That'd be a 20, not a natural.
No, there's nothing. You can't see any other ways to a lower level or anything. Given the size of the ship, you deduce this is probably the lowest deck.
Okie dokie.
Right.
I guess I'll go join Ace in the crew quarter.
Okay, yeah. You're able to make your way in there, and you see Ice looking at the chests.
Yeah, I'm just looking around. I'm not, I don't got the right thing here, tools for this kind of stuff. I'm just making sure there wasn't anything in the room. And then
Okay.
kind of like, I signal them like, hey, there's some stuff in here, guys, we might want to look at. But other than that, I've just been making sure there isn't anything waiting in the shadows.
Okay.
Did you poke and make sure they're not moving? The chests?
That's a thing? Why would you poke a chest?
Well, why would you poke a potion bottle?
I'm confused. I don't understand.
No, it was before you came. We came across a shape-shifting monstrosity that was hiding in a potion bottle.
The potion bottle wasn't a chest. Remember, it was a potion bottle.
Yes.
Difference.
Interesting.
Potion bottles are potion bottles. Chests are chests.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was called a mimic.
Ooh, I have heard of them. I hear they're very interesting to deal with.
It wasn't the best day, but we've had worse. So, should we try and see what's in the chests?
I would. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to need it anymore.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
How many chests are there?
4.
4. Should we each open one and see like who gets the best prize?
I'll step outside the room if they're doing that and just be like, learned a few things in the monastery. I tend not to want to be in confined spaces if we're opening things we don't know what they are.
Okay. Are you dragging a chest out into the lower deck with you, or just stepping outside?
Me? Or
Yeah.
what? No. I'm just stepping. I'm just gonna step outside the room. I mean, it seems to be kind of a confined space, and
Okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is a pretty. It's not super cramped, but it is tight quarters. I mean, this is mainly a room for sleeping, and that's about it. So Ice goes ahead and steps out. Are the rest of you trying to actively open the chests?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll open mine.
Okay. Flintock?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. I need Flintock, Avram, and Arrakis to make a strength check.
I was about to be a con check.
I know. 16 plus 4, 20.
Okay.
I rolled a
I got a 9.
9 and a 5. Arrakis, you grab the top of your chest. You feel that it's locked, and you just put your hands together and just rip the top of it open. Make a... No, I'm just kidding.
Telling you, I'm waiting
Roll
for
for
it.
initiative.
Flintock and Avram, you all attempt to open your chests, and they're locked, and they're not budging.
Try and pick the lock.
Sure, go for it. Make a dexterity check. You have thieves' tools, correct? Do you have thieves' tools? Yes. I believe you do. Okay, and you are proficient with thieves' tools. Go ahead and make a dexterity check with proficiency.
A 21.
Yeah, that lock gives you like no resistance. It's a fairly simple lock. It just you slide right in there, just lock pops right open, and you're able to open your chest as well.
Not have a Raucous strength, but I have other ways.
Leader man, come open mine. I'll give you an apple.
All right.
Okay, make another dexterity check with proficiency.
I got an 11 this time.
This one takes you a little bit of time. It's the same type of lock. You can't find a way to set it. It takes you about 5 minutes to finally get it open, but you do manage to get it open.
While he's doing that,
Taking
can I
the
kind of
apple.
pop up the fourth one?
Go ahead and make a strength check.
18.
You're able to pretty much break this one open as well. In fact, as you go to rip this one open, it does give you a little more resistance than the other one. You actually end up seeing the top half of the hinge snap off and just kind of bend and snap. These were not particularly strong chests.
Oh, the pendant snap.
Inside all four of the chests, between all four of the chests, you find two opaque dark gray stones that have red flecks inside of them. You find one translucent green stone. You find one opaque brown stone, two pure black stones, and one opaque stone that has bands wrapping around it of red and white.
No food, no gold. I'm going to give Avram
These,
the apple I promised him.
Avram, make an intelligence check.
Okay. Five.
Yeah, you don't know what these are. You know
I could have done
you
that
know they're
without rolling.
precious stones, but you don't know what type of stones they are.
Can I take a look? Well, obviously, I'd be at the doorway kind of seeing this. Can I take a look? Because I have a specialty with jewels. Because I have a jeweler's tool.
Are you proficient with the jeweler's tool?
Yes, I am.
Then I will let you
While
roll
he's doing
roll an intelligence check.
All right. Do I add my proficiency also?
No, because you are not trying to cut them.
Gotcha.
Oh, gone for the danger, but here for the glory, huh?
Better part of
He's
valor.
still looking really rough, guys.
that.
11.
You're able to really readily identify the bloodstones, the onyx, and the jasper, but you can't make out the other ones.
Okay. So I'll relay what that is, what I can ID and be like, these I'm not.
And based on their size, you would also guesstimate those ones to be about 25 gold apiece.
Okay. So relay that to the group, and that what I've been seeing, what I can assess, and they're like, okay, well, that's that, and then immediately pat it back out of the room and start looking at the other stuff in the hole.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check, and just so everybody else knows, because I believe Energy is writing all this down, the bloodstones are opaque. They're dark gray with the red flecks. That's
There were
two of them.
those, correct?
Yep. You still don't know what the translucent green gem is.
There was one of those.
Yep.
But I think it's pretty.
There's one jasper, and that's the brown, the opaque brown. There's two onyx gems. Those are the pure blacks. And you don't know what that last one is either.
Gotcha. Thank you.
What'd you get for investigation?
I got a 15.
You find a lot more food. And this food appears to be poor quality, but it does look like they were setting up, getting ready to set sail somewhere.
They set sail with dying, rotting food.
No, poor quality doesn't mean bad food. It just means, think like one step above military food.
Wow, dude, that's rough. We've eaten that stuff.
You should eat some. You look like you need it.
Yeah. I'll just kind of look at it based on, especially the fact that I have traveled quite a.
Uh-oh.
Real quick, looking at the picture, we're on the bottom one, right? All the
Yes,
way
we're
to
on the
the right.
On the bot, yeah.
That's
That's
the
why.
lowest deck?
That's what That's why I was asking. I saw the 3 levels, and I'm like, wait, is there another way down? I realized that's the bottom. Middle is
The main
exactly
deck.
sure where that middle is.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
the main deck?
Yeah, the middle's
bed on it.
and then the one all the way to the left is the front of the forecastle of the vessel is raised, and then the aft area is raised. The helm is.
Okay. So we were on
Okay.
the middle one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually, we are in the rightmost one.
Yes, but we were in the middle where we
Correct.
started in the middle. Okay.
You all are
We've
lucky I'm even giving you a map.
I gotta figure out where we're at. All
I
right.
don't know all the terms.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right. I guess with that, I'll wait for the rest of the group because we have at least 2 more doors in the front, and I'll wait for everyone else.
If they were getting ready to set sail, I'm a little worried about what we may find.
Yeah, this doesn't look right, at least from a traveling perspective.
So
Okay.
I'm just hoping that, well, I'm either hoping we do find a bunch of people and can rescue them, or we don't find a bunch of people. Slaves. So.
All right. Well,
All right. Should we open a few other doors down here? Clear out the rest of this deck?
yeah, one other space up front. So I'll go listen at the door.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, shiny. 23.
Nope. Quiet.
I'll just say I don't hear anything, and then I'll do the whole rogue magic movement,
Yeah, and by the way, this entire time you've seen a mage hand just kind of floating behind Avram.
Yeah, I'll step away from the door and be like, "Please, by all means."
Knocky.
Right ahead. Okay.
Okay. So are you? What are you doing? Avram?
Are we opening we're at the door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the mage hand again too.
Okay.
Sorry, I said yeah. I'll go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you see Avram's mage hand, the spectral hand, just float towards the door. It does grab the handle and turn. You don't know if there was resistance, but the door does open.
Okay.
Right.
Go back, glance inside. Do we see anything?
Make a perception check.
15.
This appears to be crew berthing and a galley. Like, really crappy galley, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, ooh. Hey! I'll just look at the druid. You hungry?
Always.
And just let him go
Say.
by.
Okay.
Here you go.
So are you wandering in there, Flintock?
Sure I am.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I? Yeah.
He's hungry. He's following his gut.
Make it. What are you trying to do? Just look
For
around,
me?
or are you trying to find food? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take it all in, see if there's anything worth dumping my apples for and putting in. I'm seeing if it's worth an upgrade or not.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
All right. Oh, great. I got a 3.
No, you can't find anything. You are staring. You're pretty much kind of staring at this, what looks like cobbled together stove.
Stove?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
All right.
Did you guys collect all those stones?
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hmm.
only one other space on we haven't
Yeah,
checked.
let's go check it out and go get our long rest.
Yeah. I'm in need of a nap.
Mm.
I have a feeling
Okay.
we're not in just yet, but we'll see.
The sun's coming up. I'm going to bed. Okay.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Don't worry. I get
The
it.
only thing that saved you from having exhaustion at this point is that you did sleep for 6.5 hours. So I'm giving you
Haven't slept.
credit. You haven't
Haven't
slept?
slept.
Make a Constitution save.
I haven't slept. I figured as much. I'm not gonna. I mean, I definitely was not sleeping. Watching the guard the entire time.
Yep. Make a Constitution
Um,
saving throw.
That's not.
For a total, yeah, you now have 1 point of exhaustion.
Ooh.
So you now have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Well,
One last space, right?
Yeah.
hey, do I note that someplace?
Yeah, it's actually in, I think, is it conditions?
Yeah.
Yeah, conditions. Down at the very bottom says exhaustion. You just click level 1.
I'm looking for. Sorry, I don't see it.
You have to click add active condition on that gray spot, and it'll open up a drop
Just
down
go
menu.
ahead and refresh. I added it to you.
Oh, don't worry,
Thank
he
you.
got you hooked up.
So I just don't see it. I'm like, well, I guess I don't have.
Yeah,
it.
so conditions is right below your HP.
Okay. Oh, I see it. I see it
Yep.
now. Sorry, I was like, you said down on the bottom. I was looking at. I saw
Yeah,
right
yeah.
away to the
Well,
bottom.
it is at the bottom, so if you click on that conditions block, it opens a list.
Yeah, I see it here. Oh, unconscious, stunned, prone. Okay.
Yeah.
To know. To know.
Right. So
All right. Well, get
at
home.
level 1, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
The 24-hour period.
Yes, a long rest will remove 1 level of exhaustion. You seem confused by that, Ice.
Nope.
So go back upstairs and did we check? We didn't check out the front of the ship either, did we?
No, not yet.
Or the back section?
If the layout's correct on the floor plan we have, then we've checked the crew quarters on the side, and we've checked the hole in the middle. We've checked the front end, which Flintock is currently reading the cupboards.
Yeah.
God knows what. So if we go back up to the main deck, there be there's 3. I guess there's technically. Vinny, correct me if I'm wrong, but there'd be 3 more doors on the main deck, 2 in the front and then 1 in the backside where the big dude came out of.
Yes, there's 2 more doors forward and 1 more door aft on the aft. Yeah, okay.
Right,
So
let's
you
head back
all,
up.
you all make your way back up to the main deck of the ship. It's not terribly difficult. There's enough torch lighting down here that you're able to find your way without any problem.
So
All right, start opening doors, guys.
okay. Which door are we
Each
going
hand,
through?
each hand it
Mage
is.
hand.
Each hand it is.
Okay. So you're using Mage Hand on the captain's door then? Or on that other door in the on the aft, or are you heading straight to the forward section?
I say captain's door, and then we can check the forward, and then I pretty much will sweep the vessel.
Okay. So yeah, you use your Mage Hand. It guides forward, and there's no resistance to opening this door. In fact, it wasn't actually shut all the way when the
Okay.
captain of the vessel stepped out to engage the short-lived fight. So what are you all doing?
Looking in.
Okay.
Um,
Avram, do you have night vision? Or dark
Do.
vision? You do. Make a perception check.
Disadvantage, right?
No, just a regular. Oh, yeah, with disadvantage because you're exhausted.
16.
Doesn't appear that anybody else is inside. It does look fairly clean for a captain's quarters, or for what you gather may have been a barbarian based on the giant great axe and no other armor on. You do see a desk. You see a chest and a bed, and that's really all you're able to make out.
Right, head over to the chest.
Okay. And none of you have any idea what's in there yet, by the way.
No, we haven't stepped in
Okay.
yet.
So you approach the chest, Avram. What are you doing?
Going to open said chest.
Okay. Make a strength check.
It's not going to do much for me, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's going to be a 3. I'm sorry, 2.
The chest does not budge.
There a visible lock maybe on it.
Make an investigation check.
Where +7 hopefully comes in play. Ow, I rolled a 9. I rolled 2 and 2.
Well, it is a metal chest, and there appears that there could be a lock on it, yes. Given the fact that you tried to open it and couldn't, it would be probable that there is a lock on it.
Just nothing visible.
Nothing that would scream out lock with a 9 investigation.
Arrakis.
I'll come in. Yeah, what's up? You okay?
I think I need your strength. I think I need your strength. I don't see a lock on here, and this thing is not budging for me.
Oh, okay. I will go over and try and open it, brute force it.
Okay, make a strength check.
6.
Nope.
Yeah,
You can't even pick the chest up.
it's heavy though. That could be
All
good.
right.
We just gotta get in here.
Magical lock or something? I don't know.
Can I see if there's a lock?
Yeah, go for it. Make an investigation check.
You said it was mechanical?
Magical. I said maybe magical.
13.
Magical lock.
There is, in fact, a lock. It is part of the chest, but there is a lock.
Oh, I'll just point that out. Hey, it's right over here.
Ah, okay. I missed that.
It's okay. It's late and we're tired.
It's early, as I yell in the room.
While he's doing that, I'm
Alright,
going to
so-
go over and look at the desk.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'll try and pick the lock.
Make a dexterity check with proficiency, but at disadvantage.
All the things.
I rolled a 9 on that investigation check for the desk.
It's really cluttered, and you can't really make any heads or tails out of it.
I'll just grab all the papers that I can grab. Just maybe it'll make sense to someone else.
Okay.
I'll take a look at it later if you want.
Okay.
I got a wonderful 8 on my to pick a lock.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Wonderful. Is that also disadvantage?
No.
Uh, 20.
You are able to dodge the poison dart that shoots out of the lock as soon as you put your lockpick in there.
Yeesh. Okay.
I'll hear it and look in the room and go, I warned you. I'm just saying. How have you stayed alive this long? And then go back to, check, keeping an eye out on the main deck.
Well, does someone want to check the bed? All right, I'll go check the bed.
I'll check the bed.
Outside the door. I'm
How
pretty
many-
sure Druid's still raiding the kitchen. And
How
you
many
two-
beds are there?
Just one.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
So,
bed's too soft.
Flintock, make a investigation check.
All right. Huh. I don't think doesn't matter. I got a 2.
You are enamored by the softness of the bed,
Hey.
which is really weird because most beds on a ship are not soft.
They are if you're high ranking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and be like,
Exactly.
come on, man, look under the bed and kind of like pull the bed up a little bit and like try and get them
You've
off.
already investigated it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna lay in it.
Now I had a poison dart shoot at me. Did it pick the lock, or is the lock still
It's still locked.
placed?
Careful, it might have
All
reloaded.
right. Well, I'm gonna give it another shot. Can I use? Oh wait, can I use my mage hand to order it to pick the lock?
Now he thinks of it.
Sometimes it takes a trigger to.
Yeah.
I will allow that, but now you're just making a straight Arcana check.
Great Arcana.
Yes. And that's at disadvantage still.
That'd be a good old 5.
It's all right, boys. We roll.
The
when
Mage
we
Land
need it.
is not able to pick the lock, and it tried to kind of brute force it and damaged your thieves' tools.
Oh come on!
And you said we can't lift the chest?
Arrakis
could
couldn't
lift
lift the chest.
I mean, I'll walk
Tell
up
anything
to
about
it.
lifting the chest. I'm trying just
I
not
think
to
I
lift the
have,
chest.
Options here. I don't know what else to
Where's
do.
where's that fancy axe? I can open the chest.
I was gonna say, I'll walk up to him and be like, you guys can't pick this up, and I'll try to pick up the chest.
Make a strength check.
I damn near throw my back out. How about that?
Yeah, you're not able to pick the chest up either.
There's gotta be some good stuff in here, guys. We gotta get this thing open.
From the bed, I'm going to cross my legs and put my hands behind my head and say impressive.
Correct when I rolled a 3.
Sorry.
Oh, I
Oh.
rolled a 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Did that one.
How
Did that
about
one.
if, listen? How about if like a couple of us try together to open it?
Can we power lift it as a team?
The Ark of the Covenant, like just marching it through.
Who is trying to open it?
Trying to open it or lift it?
Maybe let's
Yes.
try and open it together. Maybe.
If we lift it, I'll attempt to help.
Okay. Arrakis, make a strength check with advantage.
Clapping for
15.
You're able to pick it up,
Yay.
but it doesn't open.
Okay, well, we'll take it with us. So, it's what's the joke? Pivot, and as we start trying to get it out and down the gangplank. Yeah, at least get it on the or at least get it outside, and then we can move it from there when we're done checking the rest of the space.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
are the thieves' tools beyond repair, or are they
They're just bent.
okay?
We may also be able to pick you up another set, maybe on the way home. Maybe there's a shop in.
Yeah,
After
I'm worried
we-
about it.
Saying,
Not worried about it.
I think I saw a shop by the bakery.
I'm sure you saw a lot of things by
I
the
don't think you
bakery.
saw anything except the bakery. So go try the other two, and then maybe come back to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Mage hand, chop chop.
Oh, okay. So, are you heading up forward to open these doors?
Rocket.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So you're able to walk up there, and your mage hand's able to open both doors without a problem.
Yay.
Okay, I'll check one side and see what's in there.
Make a perception check.
I'll check the other side.
Make a perception check.
9.
There doesn't appear to be anything other than a cannon in there.
Okay.
12.
You're able to see a cannon and what looks like some spare stores of powder.
I'm not going anywhere near there because I still have my my torch out. I'll be like, hey, there's a cannon and some powder in here. I'm staying out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So it
X-nay on the cannon, eh?
appears we've effectively checked the whole vessel, and I think it's time to go.
Are we carrying this thing all the way back? Do we check the top? We don't have to check the top, right?
No, yeah. There's 3 levels. So we're on the middle one. The one all the way on the left on the map is either the forecastle area or the helm, and they're just open areas.
Gotcha. Will there be anything by the wheel?
You can give it a quick look, but I highly doubt it.
Okay.
But that's out of game experience. That's me.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'll go up and look. Maybe there's a map or something. I don't know. Maybe the way where they were going, or maybe that's.
Okay. Make a perception check.
13.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
The
No,
deck
that's
appears
fair.
pretty barren.
Pretty clear up here, guys.
okay,
So are we carrying this chest back?
yeah.
Or
Until we can find a better way to open this thing right now, I say we take it with us.
Let's
Flintock,
smash it open.
Flintock, do you want to smash it open?
Yeah.
What are you gonna smash it with?
Oh, man, I ain't got any other.
So you're smashing it open.
Well, first attempt is get out of the way, and I'm going to put my scimitar in by the latch and see if I can pry it open.
Make a strength check.
14.
It doesn't. It's not really budging too much, and you're afraid to put too much force for fear of bending your scimitar.
Yep. Okay, I tried. Next.
Don't have any tools anymore.
Yeah.
We
So
can smash it with that axe we found. Where's that axe we found?
yeah, but there's something about this. So I would recommend maybe we should just project shelve this. Get some gear, get some sleep, and then take another look at this thing in the morning with whatever else you recovered from the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Because one of you said
Okay.
papers or other stuff that was in there.
All right. Who's grabbing the other end? All right. Let's go.
You want me doing it?
All right, so Karen and Ark of the Covenant style, walking through town, going back to the city hall.
You're both able to pick it up this time. You know it's not super heavy. I mean, it's heavy, but with both of you picking up, you're able to. It does take you about a half hour to get back to back to the city government building, just because of the awkwardness of this and your general exhaustion.
Yeah.
As you approach the government building, you are able to tell that it is starting to become morning. The sun has not yet crested the horizon, but you can see that it is starting to lighten up. So morning won't be too far behind.
Yeah, well, let's get this thing inside the foyer, and then as soon as we're in there, I'm promptly dropping. I'm gonna go slump in a chair and be like, "You got it." Just promptly, just like sit there and be like, "I haven't done this since I was an initiate. What the hell?" So
Okay. Yeah, you're all able to make it in without too much fuss. There's not currently anybody in the main entrance hall of this building. Still too early for pretty much everybody in the government to be up.
Where did we leave the law man?
in the prison cell with Lilith and Tap.
Let's head down there.
I mean,
Okay.
they're not going. Are you just checking on them?
Yeah,
I want to make sure. I want to make sure we haven't. Make sure we haven't been duped here.
I'll follow you
Okay.
down. Make sure Lilith is there and everything's okay.
Okay. Avram and Arrakis, you both start making your way towards where the cells are, and you pass the same familiar guard that was with the mayor at the beginning of the night, and he appears suitably exhausted.
To say the least.
Is everything okay down here? Any problems while we're gone?
He's just been... He screamed for a while about injustice and things, but he's been quiet ever since.
Who's screaming about injustice?
Was it? I thought it was a she. Was I wrong?
That's a
Yeah.
chick.
That's why I was
Okay, I'm sorry.
heard he. Sorry, that's why I got happened.
Oh, okay. Are you guys okay if we go get a rest for a little while? We're pretty.
Both of you make a perception check.
17.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage. That'll be 11.
You're both able to see Lilith kind of slumped over, passed out.
All right.
I'll go over and try and
What
wake
Sure,
her up.
she's not dead.
Okay.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, yeah, yo, I'm good. Just got tired.
Okay. Any problems?
Yeah, he was bitching for a bit, but
Right.
she calmed down.
Okay. Are you good if we go get a rest? Because we just had a big fight, and we're pretty tired, pretty worn out.
For sure, y'all look beat to shit.
Yeah. You should see Ice.
I
No.
bet.
All right. Well, if you're okay hanging out here, we'll head up and get a rest, and then I mean, I'd say we'd gather in the morning, but it may be a little bit later than early morning. Okay.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. If you need anything,
Just
come
let me
get
know,
us.
y'all.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna go up into the lawman's or the lawmaster's quarters. Can
Okay.
I try and rest there? I mean, it's open. No one's in
Sure.
it.
Yeah, you make your way up to the lawmaster's room and pass out on the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice, you're passed out in the chair, correct?
Yeah. I mean, feet propped up on the chest.
Okay. Yep.
Who's in the environment.
Flintock,
Go.
what? Yeah, Flintock,
Well,
what are you doing?
I didn't go anywhere, so I figure I'm probably in another chair in the same place as Ice.
Okay. Yeah. So as you all walk back up, you actually see Flintock and Ice both passed out. Flintock's head's actually kind of resting on Ice's shoulder.
Really?
Aw.
You hear some light snoring, maybe a little bit of purring, but you're not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna cut.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
gonna go there like that?
Well, it sounds like a snore. Let's put it that way. You're not sure what it was. Avram, what are you doing?
Finding the nearest bed if possible. If not, chair will suffice.
Thank God there's no social media.
There's no beds that you're aware of, so I guess you pull up a chair next to the chest as well. Okay. And with that, you all pass out for what you hope is going to be a long rest, although 3 of you did pass out in the center of a government building in the morning.
It'll be fine. No one's gonna notice.
After what we just did for this government,
Um,
We don't look that big, right?
okay.
well, the mayor never gave us any quarters or anything, did he?
No. We had one
No.
night to solve this problem. Problem solved.
You don't know that. You could have had more than a night, but you all chose. Okay, so is anybody doing anything else before we finish the long rest, or no?
Yeah.
I'm good.
I will do my long rest, but if I can wake up like an hour early and just meditate, I can do that and still complete the long rest, correct?
Yeah.
And like meditate and pray.
Yeah, that's fine. We will, with this section of, or with this journey of yours all completed, you all have found some comfortable lodgings for one of you. The other 3 of you kind of are passed out asleep on top of a chest that you are hoping contains valuable information or potentially valuable materials. And with that, we will draw this section of the adventure to a close. The people that walk by you can just see that you are absolutely exhausted, and the mayor does actually a pretty good job of keeping people from waking you up. So we will say you are able to get your long rests in. Avram, this will remove
Woohoo.
1 level of exhaustion.
Nice.
Just so you all know, I do exhaustion differently, in that a long rest does not cure all exhaustion. A long rest will remove 1 level of exhaustion.
Fine.
And that's only because if you are drop dead tired after 4 days, you don't suddenly become not exhausted anymore after 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Like, that just doesn't happen.
You sure?
Yeah, if anyone's in the room is short, me and him.
Speaking from experience, I am positive.
Trust me, been there, done that. I totally agree. No, you're not your full self.
So we will take a quick a 10-minute break, and then we will start back up.
Awesome.
This will give you all a chance
Okay.
to get up, stretch, get drinks, whatever have yous, all that fun stuff. So we will be right back.
Yay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hello, I'm back.
Alright.
Move it.
Just waiting on.
Steve.
Yep, just waiting on Flintuck.
Jim calls his character Iron Gut.
Right?
Had a dwarf paladin named that.
Yeah, the good old days.
So we got a full night's sleep. Everyone's recharged. Doing all right.
Oh, yeah.
Another day in paradise. All right.
Get the song in my head. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anything for the team.
We shall see. All right, I'll give him another minute, and then we're starting.
Sure. We can just say he's still sleeping in the corner. He's a late riser.
I went and got food, and then runs away.
He's like, I'll go to the bakery. He just runs out. It's like,
In a completely
Mike,
different
you're the-
town.
You
Okay.
go to the bakery, kick my thieves' tool to get them repaired.
Vinny, I was thinking, how's this sound? The Adventures Academy, Finding the Feast.
Yeah, that would work for some of y'all.
But what was that? It kind of garbled up for me.
So the Adventures Academy, Finding the Feast.
Yeah, well, that would be Flintock.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
No, I think that would just be Flintock finding the feast.
I
No.
know. Like it.
I don't know. I think well, it seems to be in for the food as well. So
So, okay. Ah. You all are comfortably sleeping when the mayor pokes Evram. We tried to let you rest for a while. My guard said there was a commotion. The guards that you sent back to me said there was a commotion on the docks. What happened?
commotion on the docks
see, what happened was.
isn't just a commotion.
What do you mean by that?
we went to the ship, and when your guards that you had sent there went back to find you, we boarded the ship and were attacked by the crew, its captain, and there is no more crew and captain.
Oh, oh dear. Um, um, okay. Um, what does this have to do with the corruption?
I'm not there.
Ship.
You're passed out still.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
You
I
and
can't-
Flintock are still both just passed out. Nobody's woken you up.
Okay.
Arrakis, you're up in the bed.
What does this have to do with the corruption? Okay. Let's connect the dots here. Ship being captained was identified that had the slaves. The crew that was on the ship attacked us viciously. And where's my buddy? Where's Arrakis? Should
He's,
be able to tell you about
He's sleeping in the Lawmaster's quarters.
Yes.
Mine
Can you
is-
please go. Please send somebody to get him, please, while I wait up our two companions here.
Yeah, not a problem. And he calls over to a guard and whispers in the guard's ear, and you see the guard, right away, Mayor. And guard runs upstairs. About a minute later, Arrakis, you're shook on the shoulder, coming out of a fairly deep, restful sleep.
What?
The mayor and your compatriots have asked for your presence.
Okay. Maybe
I'm just gonna be going now.
I'll just get up and head down.
Okay. So down with Avram, you're
Yeah.
waking everybody else up. How are you waking everybody up?
Ice. I tap on. Gently tap on the shoulder. Hey, Ice.
My eyes open. I don't move, but my eyes open.
Ice, you look to your right and see a drooling dwarf. His head's like lolled against your shoulder.
Oh god. It's not gonna come out for a while. And I just like move his head off my arm and just like, oh god, and just roll his head back.
Okay.
And just
Yeah,
leave him
it lolls back without a problem.
there.
Kind of
Yeah,
thunks as it hits the wall, but
I stand up and go, "Ooh, I'm gonna need a shower. All right. What's up?
And we're gonna have to get food if we come up, so let him sleep for a few more minutes. So the mayor is asking about the connection between the corruption and the ship and the dead crew and captain. So
Gotcha.
Okay.
I figured I
Ah.
could use your help to.
so
Connect the dots.
at this point, Arrakis, you have arrived downstairs. Can I get Arrakis, Avram, and Ice to make a perception check?
Come on, hot dice. There we go. 23.
Okay.
Nope.
17.
17? Okay. And Arrakis?
19. Sorry.
Okay. Now, Flintock, you are still passed out. Nobody has woken you up yet. You might have a headache when you wake up, but that's besides the point. Arrakis, Arrakis, Avram, and Flintock, you all hear a, and as you look, you suddenly see
Trask.
the headmaster quite literally appear out of thin air.
All right.
Oh.
Straighten up a little bit.
I'll just lean over to them and be like, isn't that your boss? And lean back straight up.
Did I wake up? Or am I
No.
still sleeping?
You're still asleep.
Okay.
I'll give him a little kick. Wake up. Flintock, wake up.
Okay, I'm up.
Good of you to join the realm of the awake, Mr. Flintock.
What?
And as the headmaster looks at the mayor, it appears I was misinformed. I was told that a number of my students had been imprisoned for assaulting a guards.
With that, I'm just gonna try to slide behind the paladin. Be like, what? No, no.
Okay. All right. That's
By the way, the
That's
mayor is currently a little freaked out over what has just happened. He's just
Oh.
stammering.
Sir,
Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
sir,
Done enough talking for the
Um,
day.
it is true when we came here, there was a misunderstanding about a dryad that attacked us. The mayor came and spoke with us, indicated that there was some possible corruption that he wants to investigate.
Mr. Arrakis, or Mr. Vleth,
Yes, sir.
if what you're saying is true, perhaps we ought not to discuss this in a public space.
We can go down to, we can go up to the lawmaster's chamber or the mayor's chambers.
And,
Unless there's a better place to do this.
and kind of as soon as you're saying this, the mayor, we can use my office. What he is saying is true. We can take this to the office.
Okay. Ice, could you help me carry the chest up, please?
Got it.
And as you're saying that, you hear and you see the chest just start to levitate.
All right. Here you go.
I just push it with one paw. Like as a segue.
We'll follow
So-
the mayor.
Okay. You all make your way up not up the stairs, but towards the back of the government building and into for the town, a fairly. Thank you so much for the follow, Sofa King. You find your way to a fairly well-appointed office, given what it is, right? Given that this is a very small town, you wouldn't expect an office to be this nice. It's not opulence or anything like that, but you can tell that the mayor takes pride in the station and representing the people of the town. Please enter. By all means, we can discuss this privately in here.
Thank you.
Okay.
So as you all enter, the headmaster is the last one to enter. Ice, are you still pushing the chest that is now levitating with a paw forward.
Yeah, as I'm doing that, do I see either one of the guards I knocked out last night?
Make a perception check.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
supposedly we're arrested for assault. 10.
No,
No. Okay. Cool.
no. You see several other what looks like governmental type employees, but you're not sure what they do or anything like that. Just other people milling around the area. The headmaster is the final one in, and as he shuts the door, you also see him perform some arcane muttering and kind of waves his hand, and you see this shimmer of arcane energy start at the door and just completely encase the room. All right. With that, I do not believe that we will have any uninterrupted guests for the moment. So please speak freely.
Thank
What
you.
happened?
I didn't do it.
Yes, as I was saying,
He's just. As soon as you say that, you see the headmaster turn to you and just. You can make an insight check.
15.
You know he doesn't buy whatever you're selling.
Yeah, I figured as much.
so
What happened was
moving on. We fought and fell a dryad on the way here. We assumed that it was the one causing the disappearances. When we came, people seemed to be upset. As am I still on video?
You're green
yeah,
screened.
yeah,
I don't know why that happened. Let me see
it
if
should be.
that-
It happens.
Okay. Sorry about that. The guards were very upset that we had felled the dryad. They took us into custody. We did not put up a fight. While we were resting in custody, the mayor came down, talked to us, thought that there was some corruption, specifically with the lawmaster. We detained the lawmaster. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to make sure I'm not messing this up.
You missed the.
Went over
no,
to.
no. We detained the lawmaster first. We went to
Got it.
the captain of the guards first.
There we found some evidence that indicated that the people who were being disappeared were actually being possibly traded into the slave trade. We rescued 3 individuals from there. Came back here, showed the mayor the evidence that we had. Took the lawmaster into custody. Went over to the ship that the evidence indicated, cleared that ship of a barbarian and the crew.
After being
gathered some
attacked, hold on.
what we
After
could find.
being attacked first, you just jump on the ship and attack people. We were attacked first. Defended
In
ourselves.
self-defense,
Gathered some papers that we haven't been able to go through yet. Came back here with this chest, and that's the evidence that we have thus far. We were very exhausted, took some rest, woke up, and then you came.
Okay.
You forgot my apples.
And we got some apples.
We
Mushy
got some
apples.
apples.
at
Sauce.
this point, I'll present the headmaster the confiscated letter from the captain of the guards, which implemented the lawmaster in on the plot, and then
And as you hand him this still very much coded letter, you get the feeling that he's able to pretty much read it instantly.
I'll also hand him the documents that I got from the desk. Say I haven't been able to go through these very well, but they may be helpful.
Okay.
And there may also be some evidence in the chest that we were unable to open. So you may want to try and open that. And see if
And
there's
with that,
anything
you hear him snap his fingers and a.
Damn Knoxville.
There's kind of a little bit of a dent now where the chest impacted the ground. And were you all unable to open the chest?
We were getting to that.
I was this close. I was this close.
It was a long night.
Flintock, make a deception check.
$17.
Oh,
You believe you are very convincing in that, in what you said. The headmaster just kind of looks at you and looks over to the chest, and you see him once again just kind of wave his hand over the chest, over the lock area, and you hear a.
Oh well, that works too.
Well, now let's see what we can find. And he just nonchalantly walks up to the chest and opens it.
We all duck in case there's an arrow.
You duck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darn right, I duck.
The mayor's
two arrows
kind
come out of
of
these
puzzled by everything that's happening right now. Mr. Flintock, why are you ducking?
because twice tonight something's gone screaming past our heads every time we open a lock.
I guess you had to be there.
I see. You see the headmaster rummage around the chest a little bit. You hear some familiar clinkings inside the chest. You see him withdraw a sheet of paper from the chest. He looks at it for a minute. Now, which one of you... Avram.
Sir?
Give me a second.
Sir?
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Sir.
Bloop.
On this episode of The Price is Right.
There you go. He hands you the letter.
Anything on it?
If you wish to share it with the others, you can. And he looks at the mayor.
I do show the ice was the one who encrypted it and decoded it the first time, right?
Yes.
Is this the same letter?
Where are we at?
Are you sending it to him?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Okay. And while that's all
Make sure
happening,
and
the Arrakis, you see the headmaster kind of look to the mayor. So it sounds like my students came here under false pretenses, Mayor. Well, you see, it was the only way I could get any help. The lawmaster has been in with the captain of the guards, and if I tried to send anything else out, they would have immediately been onto me. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were onto me anyways, but they just couldn't make me disappear. But that was about the only thing I could do that didn't require the aid of the lawmaster in order to make happen. Please, please don't hurt me. I just wanted the corruption out of the town. And with that, he kind of turns back to you all. Mr. Ruckus, have you you appear to have chosen a new path.
Yes, sir. I have.
Good for you.
It
Hope-
seems to be suiting me well.
Hopefully this will better serve you in your endeavors. Well, we shall never know if this was the extent of the corruption out of the guard, but
Sir, I
Yes.
don't mean to interrupt, but one thing I did forget that I think is very important. The lawmaster did say, or at least indicated, that she was working for someone and said, I think he's going to kill you when we were headed over to the ship.
Leave no regret what you're doing because he will kill you or something like that.
Mhm.
interesting.
Seems like there may be a grander scheme at play.
Yes, one does not typically begin trading in slaves without other backers and investors. If that is indeed their goal, is simply slave trade and profit. Tell
Have
me,
you heard anything
Mr.
like this?
Yes, Mr. Velith?
Have you heard of anything like this going on?
Well, there's always been slave trades in the world. It's highly illegal in Perm. In fact, it carries the death penalty for any and all who are involved in the trade as a means of discouraging it. But there are other less refined sections of the continents that it's still very prevalent and very much a way of life. So I gather that there's no one left on this ship. And is he saying that? He's looking right at you and kind of turns towards the mayor at the same time.
No.
Tell me, Mr.
No.
Tell me, Mayor, what do you plan to do with a now empty ship in your harbor? Well, I don't know. Probably auction it off, recover some of it, and hopefully get it out of here. Tell me, what do you all think they should do with the ship?
Finders keepers?
I mean, does the academy have use for a ship?
We have many uses for many different things.
If it would be beneficial, I think it'd be a good way to help pay for the
Understanding?
Yeah. Considering we came here to find missing people and found a slave trade and a corrupt lawmaster.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Natural 2026.
Okay. Your idea has some merit, Mr. Valeth. However, I do think I have a better idea, if you all are amenable to it, of course. Needless to say, the Academy will be taking possession of this ship. And he turns to the mayor. Mayor, and you see him just kind of kick the chest over towards the mayor. I believe that should more than satisfy the cost of the ship going to auction.
How
A-
much
and
was that?
the mayor kind of looks into the chest. Well, generally they do sell for a lot more than this. I mean it isn't exactly a small vessel. It is a blue water ship. There is some more value for it, but given
I'll
all
just
the
put it over mouth. Take the deal.
given all that's happened, I do suppose that if you were to waive the bounty that we had posted, this would be acceptable.
Excuse me?
Do you have an issue with that, Mr. Beetlebrox?
What's our cut then of this
Well-
whole deal?
Your cut of a bounty of 0 gold would be 0 gold.
What I mean is the cut of the bounty that was to be that now no longer is.
I'm sure something can be worked out. Unless
Sure.
you have
Sure, we
issue
can-
with that. Very well, Mayor. We will consider the bounty paid in full with the acquisition of this ship. I do believe you should get with your harbor master to draw up some proper paperwork for the ship, since it is now going to be in the ownership of the Academy. But leave the ownership blank for now. And the ship name blank. But how can I draw? That was my cue to tell you to subtly leave. And you see the mayor just panicked run out of the room. Every one of you make a wisdom check.
Let's see. I hit
9.
Okay.
And real quick,
21. 21.
I do have
12.
proficiency in wisdom, but that's just saving throws, correct?
That's saving throw.
Okay.
So I have a 9, a 21,
12.
12,
Yeah.
and lucky.
Hold on a second. I'm brain farting. I hit something on my keyboard that made my Explorer window go full screen, and I can't get.
That's
to it.
F11.
Got it. Jesus. You said wisdom.
Yes.
16.
Avram and Ice and Flintock. Arrakis, you feel this to a degree. You feel it more acutely than everybody else, but you don't quite understand why. All three of you feel a sense, a palpable sense of dread temporarily emerge from the headmaster as he was telling the mayor to leave.
So that was a spell effect.
Make an Arcana check.
One. 16 again.
You are aware of spells that can command individuals to do something, but you're not sure if this was actually one of those or not. Okay. Now that we have the room to ourselves, and you see as he waves his hand towards the door again, the door reshuts, and you see that shimmer appear over the door one more time. I believe we have some things to discuss. While I'm sure that everything you've said is the truth, I'm going to give you all an option. And yes, this applies to you, Mr. Ice, and Miss Raven, who is
Currently sleeping,
presently down in the cells guarding the Lawmaster. You are welcome to return to the Academy, and we will make sure to award you the full bounty, not just our cut. So we will award you the full 1,000 gold. Or you can take the ship and find out exactly what is happening, because corruption of the guards and slave trading is not something that the Adventurers Academy or adventurers in Perm in general are willing to tolerate. We will finance you a little bit. Effectively, if you choose this route, I'm not going to lie, it is dangerous. You are more than welcome to return to the Academy as students, and we will never speak of this again. But a ship is a very useful front. You would be expected to have some type of crew for the ship, and the ship would be expected to be a merchant vessel, or at least seeming to be a merchant vessel. But it would gain access to various other locations.
Question for you, Headmaster.
What?
Question for you.
Of course, Mr. Beetlebrox.
We still be under the umbrella of the Academy, or unintended?
In the nation of Perm, yes. To the rest of the world, or the rest of the world at large, you would be traveling merchants. We'll help you where we can, and I have many contacts in many different nations that can potentially help, but for the most part, you would be on, think of it as a long-term investigation. Of course, everything you find and recover at this point would be yours. We would not take a cut of it. Just merely the intelligence that's provided from it. Additionally, whatever you make profit-wise from the ship would be yours as well, less whatever expenses of the ship are.
Okay.
It's getting to sound too good to be true.
He's got my character's attention with the whole gather intelligence thing based on things that I'm trying to put together. So,
Can I do an insight check to see? Do I think he's being upfront about?
Absolutely, you can make an insight check.
I just want to make sure he's not like.
Pulling the wool over your eyes.
Yeah. 9.
You think he's being entirely upfront, but he is a very difficult person to read.
Yeah.
We believe the mayor, so what is that going to do?
Well, it wasn't lying. He wasn't totally lying. It
Headmaster.
was corruption.
Yes, Mr.
Um,
Galeth.
I can speak for myself. I'm definitely leaning towards rooting out this corruption. One thing I do have a concern over, as we've come up against some pretty strong foes, if we're well equipped to go battle these unknown forces, Do you believe that we're at that level?
I don't believe you're at the level to take on the head of the organization, but you have already proven that you're able of taking on the players, as it were, at the current levels. Otherwise, you would not be standing here.
Oh shit.
The end game don't sound promising.
In game.
Actually, it sounds very promising to me. Vin.
Are we using the vessel under its current name, or are we changing IDs?
There's a reason I had the mayor leave the title in the owning organization blank.
Okay, that works. New persona, new identity. Won't get too much attention unless we cause attention.
What are the odds of that?
We don't do that at all.
No.
I just look around the room and go, no, not at all, not this group.
And Mr. Ice, I do believe there are 2 guards here that are rather angry with you.
For the record, they were sleeping, and they just went back to sleep.
Unconsciousness is not sleeping, Mr. Ice.
Snoring is. They're still breathing.
You see a vein throb in his head.
They are alive. That's better than the other ones. Just saying. We didn't know they were on our team.
I can't remember the last time I was at a good pirate food restaurant. And
You
now we're
are
going to
a
be
curious one, Mr. Flintock. I don't believe I said anything about becoming pirates.
Oh.
But if
jumping
that's-
ahead. Sorry. I just assumed we had a boat, no name, we'd be pirates.
You will have a legal name for the vessel, and a legal name for your business that you will be operating under. And make no mistake, it is a business. The Academy will expect a percentage of the profits of the business.
Oh god, we gotta eat breakfast. Run is legit.
But given that you will not really be causing any hardship or real financial strain on the Academy, as you will effectively be on a long-term mission, the percentage would be, say, 20% of profits?
I'm just looking at everyone else being like, this is really not a negotiation on our big.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to negotiate.
Ice,
with the
make an insight check.
19.
His tone leads you to believe that it is potentially negotiable.
Yeah, but if we negotiate, it means we want to do it.
Yeah, but there's nothing I can say that. Like, I might get that vibe, but I don't think I can really. Because this is, like I said, I'm a foreign exchange student. Like, this is the first op I'm with these people going, 20%? I mean, I can just kind of be like, does it seem a little kind of high if we're the one taking the risk, sir?
About 15.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Avram. What'd you get?
2-0.
2-0.
Can you not hear me?
I couldn't hear you initially. No.
Okay, I didn't know if my mic went on mute.
Tell you what.
So you rolled a 20?
15.
15 plus 5.
We could, yeah. Yeah, we could deal with 15%. But at 15%, we would need to provide a, shall we say, accountant.
A chaperone.
Not a
say-
chaperone per se, but a quartermaster for the vessel.
Accepted.
If he's a level 10 fighter.
Oh, he
Doesn't matter.
is very good at his job. But, well, they are very good at their job. But, they're not a fighter. So what say you all?
I'm in.
Will he be able to help us out of tight spots?
Depending on the type of tight spot you are in, he has many. They will have many contacts that could aid in both turning a profit and potentially gathering information on what is going on.
They sound like they'll be very helpful. I think we say yes, sir.
I call the soft bed.
All right.
Figured you wanted a bed in the galley.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
in.
close to the galley.
So,
All right, what can go wrong? Let's do this.
very well.
Wonder what our business is going to be.
So there will be two things that are required of you, and you have the next 2 days to come up with them. First, we need a name for the vessel. Second, a name for your cover business. The documents will all be drafted properly, and it will be a legitimate enterprise that has no direct ties to an academy. In other words, if you get caught, and we will not come to your aid if you are outside of Perm.
We will be disavowed.
Knowledge. Knowledge will be allowed.
Deleted. Yeah.
Recording will self-destruct in 3 seconds.
So, I also have one other thing for you. And he hands
One more thing?
Yep, he hands something to. He hands every one of you a ring. Please put these on.
What's it do?
It allows communication.
Between.
Other wearers of the ring. And as he says that, he holds his finger up and spins a ring he is wearing.
Okay.
Take it, put it on.
Okay?
Bring it on.
So, Raucus, you put it on. Avram, you put it on.
I'm wearing it.
Flintock's wearing it.
Insight check. If that's all this thing does.
Make an insight check.
You don't trust our headmaster?
Hell no. 14.
You believe that's what it does.
And nothing else.
You believe that's what it does.
Okay. I'll put mine on.
Okay. Every one of you go ahead and add a... May I find it in the inventory? Add a ring of communication to your character.
Goes in equipment?
Yes. Equipment, manage equipment. This ring will allow us to communicate. You can communicate with either everybody that is wearing a ring from this set, or an individual that is wearing a ring from this set. Are any of you familiar with the spell Sending? Typically, it's something clerics have.
No.
This ring will allow you to effectively cast Sending at will, but there are a few bonuses. There are also some drawbacks. Drawback number 1. Sending can only be sent, this ring can only be used to cast Sending to other persons who have the ring on. If a ring from this set is put on somebody else, then Sending can be sent to them. That's the other drawback. So guard these rings. They are a unique set. Benefit, there is no word limitation. So you can send more than 20, you can say more than 25 words. I do ask that you don't send. It may not always be me wearing the ring at the academy. Might be some other professors as well that will wear it occasionally. But some professor from the academy will always have the ring on at all times. This is
There
how
a
we
limit
expect
to the
you.
range?
No, same plane.
Okay.
So as long as you are on the material plane, it's sendable.
I put the ring to my mouth and go, testing, testing, 1, 2, testing.
Are these attune items, Mindy?
No.
Okay. All right.
These rings do not attune to an individual, so that is why it is so imperative that you guard these rings well, and do not let anyone of suspect wear these rings. However, if you do find someone that could be of significant aid and a worthy level of trust, you may relinquish one of your rings to them to help build the network.
Is it your ring or mine? Okay, that was okay. Okay. Just because I'm like, just checking. Don't know.
So-
whatever, right?
With that, unless there are no other questions, I will be off to see the mayor and leave you all to discuss your newfound business. You will not be able to leave port for the next 2 days, as it will take 2 days for me to get an individual that's suitable for your quartermaster.
Will we be able to get our items from the academy?
Yes, they will come with the quartermaster.
The other thing that we've run into as far as kind of navigating, does the library have maps of Perm and the greater continent, the greater area? It would probably be helpful on our journeys.
I can give you we can get you a basic map, but it won't be of sailing quality. It'll just be a basic layout, and it's not a sailing chart by any means, but it'll give you an idea.
We'll make do.
Well, once you have reached a consensus on the ship name and the company that you will found, you will just let me know, or let someone from the academy know. And with that, he walks out of the room. And as he walks, you see the shimmering arcane energy that had initially spread out just crumple in on itself. So, adventurers, what are you doing?
Ooh. I'm sitting there contemplating exactly like, okay, so we now have fancy rings that allow us to talk to each other. We've obviously gotten way in,
Yes.
like
A
we're
little concerned.
water at this point with like our necks up going. I'm sitting here going, what have I gotten myself into? I was just trying to get to access to the library.
I'm a little concerned about equipment-wise. I mean, we're going in here. We're going to go off with. I mean, I think I have one healing potion, just a regular old healing potion. I feel like we need to try and stock up
Yeah.
on equipment before we go, as best we can. Is that chest still in here, or did the mayor take it?
The chest is still in there.
Can we look in the chest, see if there's anything else besides that paper?
Make
And
an
the
investigation check.
all gold.
14.
There's approximately 1,500 gold worth inside that chest.
So and there's 5. I'll divvy it up real quick, 300 each.
Oh. Wait. Before I believe that was given to the mayor.
Yeah, that was the
Oh, that's
Or the
right.
ship.
yeah, that was a
Or
trade-off
the ship.
Oh,
you know, that he had no choice to take. But
right.
I'm like, let's not get ourselves into hot water from the onset here.
why not?
You're looking at his pants a little though.
All right. Vindy, with a random kind of DM question, with my travel kind of background and stuff like that, obviously looking at this place, realizing there isn't a whole lot to trade. If we're supposed to use some type of guise of trading in to go with, my buddy Paladin's idea of like stocking up, could we technically go to the city up the coast? Was it Perm? I'm getting these things right, and your pronunciation right,
Yeah.
and hook up there to do some type of unload of some type of cargo for transport or per people. Kind of get, take a step into the bigger world, doing small shuttle.
We can be a cruise ship.
With the background that you have, with how much you've traveled, and honestly, you haven't traveled all that much. You have traveled.
Yeah, but even just looking at this place compared to the last place I stepped foot on, and being like, yeah,
You
this is
would
not-
know that there's little. There's probably very little of value that would come out of Sans outside of people trying to travel across either to a different country or across some of the other more difficult terrain.
Okay.
I mean,
So Perm would probably be a good idea to travel to.
Yeah, at least as an initial, let's start here. Pick something up of, and I think that also would depend on destination. Like, are we gonna pick up cargo and move to that destination to see what the deal is at that site, or you know what? I'm gonna turn to be like, wait, hold on a sec. You guys recovered paperwork out of the captain's cabin, right?
Yeah.
Other than this decoded note, which I've already quickly read again and went, this is the same thing that we picked up, from the captain of the guards. Dude, am I screwing this up?
You've
hate
looked
that
at that note. That is a very different letter.
Dude, I let me try this again.
Did I send the
what
wrong letter to you? I did
Yeah.
send you the wrong letter.
Yeah,
That's why
I was gonna say,
that's why I
I'm
was
pretty
so
sure I got that
confused.
right.
was so confused. I'm like, all right, well, same letter, sure. I mean,
I'm like, okay, because like I'm pretty sure I decoded this right because my brain's been like cutting in and out of what's going on around me as I'm trying to break this, and I'm like, wait, what?
I sent you the wrong letter.
I'm sending you,
I sent it to him.
Okay.
I'm sending it to you.
That's not what I asked to be opened. Oh my god. Really? That's how you want to
That
do
didn't
it?
work. I realized as soon as I sent it, I'm like, oh, that's not the way I should have sent it. Sorry about that. That was
For the
my
record, I
bad.
hate you. Why would you write it like this?
Screwed this whole thing up. I had to find me.
This does piss me off.
Okay. So, what are you all? Are you all are still in the mayor's office, by the way?
Oh, you used a new cipher, you son of a bitch. I hate you.
Something kind of general, like a general goods kind of thing, or is there anything specific we're going to try and be a merchant in?
It's not sitting. There it is. I got it.
My vote is. We could call the vessel or the company Children Who Never Sleep. Renegade.
For a business, I would love it to be like something to do with like treasure hunt, like hunting, treasure hunting, something that will evoke like, oh, these people are looking for things, and maybe we'll get more. Maybe we'll get from the we're looking to where we are and where people are seeking. Where we're seeking to find pieces and things that we're speak right now. A little bit tired.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a hot second on this code. I'm sorry.
Done. I do. Oh, if it's code, then I can't do that. I can do a quick decipher I can't decipher language when it's a code. It's
No.
codex.
No, you need to crack the cipher on it. So, like I said, I'm just whatever we got for ID tags on the vessel or names for it, something funny, catchy.
So that you are aware, let me send you some other piece of information.
Rare item protective services. Some
Sorts. I'll be right
This is going to go in the Academy stream.
That.
You all are now the proud owners of a schooner class vessel.
Schooner.
You are able to carry up to 20 passengers or 25 tons of cargo.
Okay, there, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
A minimum crew complement of 4 is needed to sail the vessel, and you will need to acquire skilled labor until you are proficient in it. And a maximum crew complement of 10.
Holy crap. Sorry, that was a call I had to take. Did we name the ship and then we figured out what our business is?
Not yet.
I was saying that our business should be something to do with treasure hunting or something that would allow people to like where we are looking for information. We can use that as the guise of our investigations.
I have an uncle who's in archaeology.
Oh, I already know where that's going.
No, I mean some kind of treasure hunting thing like that. I don't know. Or this is a good one, guys. We could be a ship that trades food.
You can eat all the profit before we get there.
Just throwing it out there. But anyway, you guys were probably onto something before I interrupted here.
They're calling you Captain Tight Pants.
That is one other thing. You will have to elect whoever is going to be the effective president of the company. In this case, that would also be the captain of the vessel.
Lead with strength or lead with diplomacy? We'll wait for I guess to get.
I'm back.
I need a captain / president of the company. Saying we want to lead with strength, we want to lead with diplomacy. How do we want to set ourselves up?
I mean, I guess technically I'm leader of the group. I could be captain. If you guys are okay with that.
I have no problem with that.
What's this new obsession of yours about collecting all these heads and everything?
That is a question I was going to ask before in private, but sure, let's go ahead and talk about it now.
We got a spear. We got a spear. I'm in the corner right now, just deciphering. I got my little
And
prayer
as you
away.
all are saying this, you hear a. Excuse me. Can I have my office back?
No.
Right now, we need a few more. We need
Hang
a few
on a
more
minute.
minutes.
You all have a ship.
We need a few more minutes.
I'm going to look at him with an look of intimidation. Want me to roll for it?
Make a intimidation check.
Oh, not much. I got a 3.
Are you okay, dwarf? Are you constipated?
Had a lot
Now
of
I
food
put-
today.
Now I put my hand on the hilt of my sword.
Yeah, that's a very nice scimitar you have, but I do need my office back so I can get back to my job. You all have a ship.
All right.
Go to your ship.
Real quick, as Louise Lemon, Mayor, we'll head to the ship. We'll be back a little bit later, probably to discuss what to do with the lawmaster.
The headmaster took him already.
Oh, okay.
That was weird.
Well, then
I thought it was
that's-
a her.
Talk to them a little bit.
I'm sorry, her. Yeah, it's a her.
All right.
I'm spacing as well.
It's okay. All right. Well, hopefully they will gather some information from her, and we can do that along our travels.
One last question for the mayor. You got any idea put together a decent crew?
If you ask the harbor master, this time of day he's probably down on the docks. Sure, he
Alright,
can point you in the right direction.
Go ask him.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hey, have a
Thanks
good,
for everything.
have a good day.
All right.
I throw the mayor an apple as we leave.
He just lets it hit the ground.
As we walk down, I'll. Oh wait, we have to get Lilith. Is she still downstairs?
As you all walk back into the main foyer entrance hall, she's sitting there. Hey, yo!
Okay. Hey, we have a ship. Surprise.
Cool.
Let's head down
Cool.
and discuss it a little bit more.
Sounds rad. Let's go.
On the way down, I would ask. I do have an idea for a name for the ship, if you guys would be okay with it.
Have a name?
The Arianis.
The what?
The Arianis.
What's it?
What's
it translate to?
To be honest, it was my sister's name.
Huh?
Bold.
I've been in worse named rides.
I was thinking the Flintock, but okay, we'll go with that. Yours is better.
Thank you.
So we got a name for the vessel. We just need a cover name at some point to figure out. And oh, by the way, I'm showing them the coded thing also. To be like, any help would be great.
It's not coming up for me for some reason.
The link I give you, I'll try again.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Since you're showing it to everybody, it is now in the party chat, or in the channel.
Okay.
So do we just need one helmsman for this?
You have to have somebody at the helm.
Gotcha.
There must always be somebody at the helm.
What does it actually say?
Oh no, I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
So I am, like I said, I'm working on it. Asshole. Why are you changing ciphers, you son of a- so soon?
I didn't change the cipher so soon.
Mm,
The cipher stands.
mm-hmm. No, it doesn't. It's the same one I had a second ago.
The cipher stands.
All right, guys, I've been reading a few cookbooks, and I've been collecting different food books. I'd like to be in charge of the galley.
Sounds good. I would appreciate that. You do have a knack for food.
It's a hobby.
It's not food.
I am technically the world's first foodie. I like trying all the different foods from all the different places and collecting notes on it and saving recipes. It's my thing. So
Right.
this galley will be perfect for me.
So have we decided? So we've decided on a name of the ship.
Mhm.
What is our business name and what is our business?
How about we start with what our business is going to be? Are we doing like general store stuff? Are we doing armor and weapons that we pick up?
I will say that kind of at this point, you all are about halfway to the ship.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on the way there? Any shops or anything?
Make a perception check.
19.
You see a few what looks like probably general shops, like just general sailing equipment. You see a fish market, or like a fish market of sorts, a basic general store, and you see an inn. And above the inn, and this inn's kind of actually located in the corner of the open courtyard, but right next to the main road that would lead into the harbor. You see a sign above it that says the Tired Inn.
Well, gentlemen, I mean, do we need to go all the way down? We're going to be here for the night, correct? We have 2 days.
Yes.
Should we maybe stop at the inn? Save the part of the trip?
It's like 2,000 feet or 2,000 yards. I mean,
I was gonna
it's a
say,
small
we're-
town.
We're in the town.
Yeah, we might as well just, we have a house / boat to sleep on for the night. I'll make use of it.
Gotcha.
I'm in.
Anybody need anything at the general store?
Walk in and see if anything's there.
Okay. Anytime.
Okay.
How much of a budget do I got for the galley? Because I think we should get rid of all the food that's on the ship, and I should restock it with some good stuff.
I think that's
We should talk to the port. We should talk to the harbor master and see if they have any connections for like food and galley items.
Along with crew. We'll need somebody to run this up.
Is there anything specific you're looking for, or just kind of poking around the general store?
Didn't know if there's anything in like anything there that might catch our eye. Like anything special that we would potentially need. But if it's more of just a general knock around item store, I'm not looking necessarily for anything specific.
Yeah, I mean, this is a general store. They've got basic implements, basic things you would use around the house or around just basic work needs, you know.
gotcha.
It's a small village.
All right, then I'm good.
I say we just head down to the harbor master and talk to him about where we are.
So with that,
It's okay
you
with
all...
Captain. Captain, that's okay with you.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, but yes, it's okay with me.
Okay. So you all make your way down to the harbor, and it takes you a couple of minutes of looking around, but you are all able to find the harbor master without terribly much difficulty, having recognized him and talked to him in the past. So what are you all doing?
Hello again, sir.
Hello.
We have come to ask about getting provisions for a ship and to set up a crew for the ship.
Well, provisions would be very dependent on how big your crew is and how far you plan to sail. As far as where to find a crew, I would recommend checking the Tired Inn. That tends to be where most of the sailors in want of a job hang out. So it's the popular tavern in town.
there anybody you can recommend?
Um, well, what do you need?
Experience. We need experience.
But experience in what? There's many facets to a ship. Do you need a carpenter, a navigator, a quartermaster, a gunner?
Oh, we have a quartermaster coming our way.
Okay.
Ooh, we do have 2 cannons.
No, you have 6 cannons.
Ooh, we're going to need some gunners.
It's 1 gunner.
1 gunner?
It's a master gunner's position.
Actually, we probably do need a navigator. Don't
You
think
also
any
need
of
a
us have-
bosun.
Jeez, look at us. We're a bunch of noobs.
Want to go ahead and You want to go ahead and run the galley and run navigation?
Sure, I got a good sense of direction.
All right.
Get to the nearest bakery.
Well, I suppose that would always make you find land.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have y'all never really sailed before? Taking it
What
that
was your
you
first
all
clue?
the fact that you don't know the different types of positions on a sailing ship, dwarf.
Very perceptive.
Do you need me to explain what they are to you?
Yes. That would be-
Yeah, that would be nice. Thanks.
Okay. So the quartermaster of a ship, they're the ones responsible for ensuring all of the ship's inventories are accounted for. They also work hand in hand with the bosun while in port to help ensure that the materials and the rigging and the lines that are needed are able to be procured. They're responsible in a lot of cases for general accounting within the ship, for securing the percentage for the ship's stores or whatever it may be. They're kind of like a business manager of the ship. They're also typically the second in command. Obviously, there's the captain. You have a bosun. Again, they're in charge of lines, of rigging, of sails, of keeping those types of materials in good working order within the ship. You have a ship's carpenter. They're responsible for all of the woodworking of the ship and making minor repairs as you travel. The master gunner is in charge of ensuring all of the ship's weaponry is maintained, be it ballista or catapults or trebuchets or cannons. They're also responsible for ensuring that we get the correct amount of powders. You get the correct amount of powders and cannonballs, or stocked, and they do that in conjunction with the quartermaster when in port. The navigators responsible for helping plot the ship's course. They tend to do that hand in hand with the captain. Trying to think if I'm missing any. I don't think I'm missing any.
Quartermaster, gunner, navigator.
Well, those would be the individual positions that are considered a skilled sailing position. And while you all are sailing, you are able to apprentice under someone in order to gain proficiency in that skill. It will take a month of voyage time to become proficient in that skill.
So we need a master gunner, a navigator, a bosun, and a quartermaster, or sorry, a carpenter.
Well,
and
I mean, you
preferably-
don't technically need them, but I wouldn't recommend traveling the seas without them.
So we need them.
All right.
I'm sure if you
Anything
look
else?
around at the tired inn, there's some there that could be of service.
Any recommendations you might have?
Hopefully
Not
someone very trustworthy.
Make a persuasion check.
Avram or me?
Avram.
He rolled a wonderful 9.
None of the ones that I know are currently in ports in town. Most of the ones I know tend to stick around the area.
Then
All right.
shall we try to find our crew?
Let's go put a crew together.
Sounds good. Ice, you
Okay.
okay with that?
I'm good. I'm still staring at this paperwork.
All right. Well, Harbor Master, thank you for the information. It was very helpful.
Certainly, as long as you're out within 3 days, we're fine.
Sounds
All right.
good. All right. We'll head to the Tired Inn.
Okay.
Appropriately named.
At this point in time, I'd recommend heading to the ship, but
Yeah, we don't need to pay for an inn. We have a ride. We have quarters.
So we don't want. Okay.
Yeah.
you're getting to the late afternoon, early
Okay.
evening as it is, because you all started to sleep at sunup,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
right? So
Okay.
I mean, you're almost to the evening hours as it is.
Did we get our long rest in or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Did.
Okay, good.
Right.
I think what you're saying is we should so head over to the ship and probably just get ourselves settled in and then back out.
Yes.
I agree with that. It's time it is.
Well, our cat is still not looking great, so yeah. let's
No,
go
your
over there.
cat's healed.
I'm fine.
Yeah. He's past his exhaustion. He's not exhausted anymore.
He was never exhausted.
Oh, I thought he was. Sorry.
No, it was about a quart low on power, though. That was damn short.
Yeah.
So with that, you all do manage to make it to the ship and start to walk up the ship deck, to which you currently see three bodies still laying
crap.
on the ship.
Yeah, we have to clean this up, huh?
We got to clean up.
Off overboard.
I think someone might complain. Let's is there a wharf rat kid we could be like, yo, how'd you clean? Who do we pay to take care of this?
Make a perception check.
$13.
You see several dock hands lumbering about or meandering about.
How many bodies are left on deck? Because I did punt 2.
There's 3 on deck.
We got everything off of them that was worth any value. Well, one's missing a head. I know that. I know we searched the main dude. Can I do a quick check of the other 2 bodies then, real fast?
Yeah, make 2 investigation checks.
2 should be missing a head. The bear lopped one off.
True.
So I got 11 and 3. 11 and 3.
Okay. They're both wearing leather armor. They both have a scimitar. They both have a light crossbow. And on one of them, you find 14 silver and 7 copper. And on the second one, you find 8 gold, 9 silver, and 4 copper.
Somebody writing that down?
I think I got
Chump
it.
change.
Okay.
Chump change after what we got today.
Yeah, well, we'll peel all that off, just because, and then, I'll whistle down to the dock guys and be like, "Yo, you want to make 2 gold?"
Uh, yeah, I'm always good for gold. How do we know you got it?
I'll produce it in my hot little paws.
Uh, What do you need?
Trash removal.
I can do that. Looks at the other one. What do you want to do? Make quick gold? Yeah. Let's make quick gold.
As they come up the ramp, like they just point and be like, "These three things make them go away."
At which point you hear a blood-curdling scream and a dockhand run away.
Just one? Did the other one stay?
Yeah, I'll make it go away. What do you want? Gold first.
A gold for each one.
Get these off our ship.
To which you see him promptly pick up the barbarian and throw him overboard. Go ahead and remove 2 gold from your inventory because he is literally just chucking them overboard.
Are they sinking at least?
Yes.
All right.
For how long, you don't know.
If it's
We're
okay,
out of here in 3 days. It don't matter.
That's how I take that. All right, I'm good. Money well spent. Where's my equipment list?
well, I just took it out of the gold you just got.
Okay, so
So gold, you got 6 gold, 23 silver, and 12 copper. If I got everything correct.
I only add 4 gold to my inventory. How much silver?
So you had 6 gold, 23 silver, and 12 copper.
Okay, cool. Ooh.
Okay. So with that, and because you were nominated as the captain, Arrakis, technically the captain's quarters is yours.
Nice.
It's up to you if everybody wants to stay in the same. If you want everybody to stay in the captain's quarters, that's part of your group, or if you want to punt them to officers' country.
Hello, Rose.
I'm gonna take the bed down by the galley.
Okay, so Flintock is putting a hammock up in the galley.
Feel free to choose wherever you want to stay. My door's open.
Where are you gonna go, Ice?
Uh,
So do we just have the 4 hammocks and then the 1 bed?
yeah.
As of right now, yeah.
I'm pretty simple. I'll take one of the areas downstairs or down below decks and take a hammock down there. It's not like it's killing me.
Okay, and the back right crew quarters.
Yes.
Okay. The starboard aft crew quarters.
Yeah.
Okay. Technically, that's the officers' quarters, just so you're aware.
Okay.
The corrupt officers.
It's your ship, so you're a corrupt officer. Okay, so that's Avram. Where are you sleeping?
I'll sleep in one of the hammocks as well.
Okay. Then, if there's nothing else, you are able to make a okay meal out of everything that's currently there. You are probably going to want to resupply before you head out, especially if you change the number of crew members you're going to have for the first leg of the journey, and depending on where you go. Is there anything you all are doing before we go to sleep? You go to sleep for the night.
I'm going to meditate, and I will then pray. I need to meditate for an hour. What I'm going to do is take my spear out. I think I do have a spear.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend that hour praying,
Okay.
so I can make it my second bound weapon.
Okay. Um,
I will
the
do me a
the
turn.
weapon binds to you, but you get a sense that it's not completely bound as of yet. Um, you have a feeling that you're going to get a visit it tonight. Ice, are you doing anything before you get to sleep?
No, I'm mostly getting frustrated with this knowledge thing, trying to figure
Okay.
out this code.
Also, in your head, you do hear, and this is just Ice is the only one that hears this. Mr. Ice, I know what it is you seek, and while I'm sure you are frustrated that you did not gain access in my libraries, rest assured that if you help us, we will help you.
You can reply to this message.
I was trying not to just straight up copy not, all right? Like, I was trying to stay away from that one. But yes, do you know how hard I was fighting that because it's ingrained?
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, that's how the world works now. Or there's a beep, let you know the message is ended. And be like, all right, reply back and be like, duly noted and understood, and I will assist in my in this endeavor to complete my endeavor.
Yeah. Um, I will give you a small fragment now. The legends you seek are much older than what they're led out to be. The many that are current all stem from the originals. Have a good night.
I'd just be like a stare at the wall. Wait, that's it? Good. Bullshit assignment in fucking history. Fucking go back at this crypto.
Okay. Avram, are you trying to do anything else tonight?
Just going to sleep.
Okay. You're not going to try and straighten your tools out?
Oh, I'm probably gonna try and get a new set.
Okay. Not a problem. Flintock, are you doing anything else for the night?
I'm going to get in my hammock. I'm going to start reading my cookbook from the Academy Library, and I'm going to speak into my ring and say, sorry, guys, I don't know how long it's going to return this book.
Man, unfortunately. Wait, was that the thing in the movie?
Everyone heard that, by the way, because he didn't specify it was to an individual.
I'm a smart ass at this point because I'm
And then I'm just going to read the book till I fall asleep.
Okay. I'm going to say it's going to take you a good 20 hours total to commit that book to memory. But once you've committed that book to memory, you will become proficient with cooking utensils.
All right.
this episode of Iron Chef. The secret ingredient is Soylent Green.
And then, if there's nothing else, that is where we will end it for the night. For everybody that's here, you get 500 experience.
Oh shit.
I gave y'all a ship, all right?
You gave or we borrowed from people who can't say no.
You took it of your own free will.
Minimize that window.
Headmaster gave it to us.
You are not technically under duress. A clear option was provided.
You level up, and